Hello there, beloved Ascension pioneers, all you wonderful people out there. Welcome to another video of mine with me, Polona, your guide. I don't know if you've noticed, but Spirit has called me to do things differently a bit now because I've clearly been shown that things are really shifting right now. And when I'm tuning into the internet and, similar things that other people are saying, like astrologers and other people who are in tune with the energies or just intuit them, it's just all showing the same path. Energies are really going to be shifting. They are shifting already. This is all, like I say, due to the portal opening of the 2012, and now it's like the new grid is basically anchoring all over the planet, and it's creating this new frequency that we can tune ourselves to. So that's why in this video I wish to address the topic of how we basically attune to this frequency, how we create our new lives, new earth, and how we magnetize, because like I have stated many times, we are all magnetic beings. We magnetize things. We do not just simply attract them. We definitely magnetize them because this is our essence. So the first thing I think needs to be addressed here is that, like I said, Spirit has shown me there's going to be a lot of people seeking for guidance now. And I've been shown the importance of stating your role, like when I say I'm an Ascension guide, so that people know they can come for guidance and assistance, so that they know that it's out there, that it is available if you open up to it and embrace it. So that people who are still feeling lost and don't understand what it means, just because now it feels like we're living in two worlds, and a lot of the people feel lost and confused, so they're seeking additional information on this. And a funny thing is, whenever people contact me via Facebook or my email, they say that they didn't understand certain things. They were just asking clarity, either their dreams they didn't understand, or other information they were receiving, or just these senses they've been having. And they've been asking for guidance, and they sort of ended up seeing my videos or writings, and they were just really grateful because they were able to see beyond, what was just given to them at that moment. And this is what I'm here for. So I think this is really important to address now, each and every one of us coming into our roles and just stepping up to our plate, to our divine tasks. And this is what is being presented to me right now. It's been shown to me that now people are really going to start massively opening up. They won't always understand, not everyone, but on each level they will get guidance. So we can guide on the level that someone who seeks out your guidance will be ready to. So I'm sharing this with you, beloved Ascension pioneers, so that you also know that you will operate within your guidance. Sometimes maybe you won't be able or feel in your heart to give guidance to someone, because you will just feel that this understanding that you share on their level is maybe not yet understood. So if you feel that, just bless that and know that they will find proper guidance they need on their level. So it's like step-by-step journey. And like I say, we're each on our own vibrational frequency and level of understanding, which is awareness. So the second thing I feel I need to talk about is this nature of ours, which is magnetization. So we magnetize things, but in the old, a lot of the ways that we're including how to create, we're building from ego desires, from attachments, from codependency, filling up a blank space and then believing that something needs to be given to you, or just reciprocal or whatever, but it wasn't really coming from your essence, just sharing as one with all co-creation, with all life, all that is, with source. And now this realization of what new really means, when oftentimes people who just come across this guidance of mine, they ask, what is the new? They don't understand what the new, like I've explained in one of my previous videos, is whatever you make it to be, because we're entering a state where you will be consciously choosing what you wish to experience. So before I go any further, I wish to read to all of you just like this simple status update that I put today on Facebook. I wrote, we are creating a new life for ourselves, but it's not a place, nor it is a destination. It is a frequency. New Earth is not a place, it's a frequency. When we tune into it and shift our frequency, perception, awareness from within to without, our entire reality changes. This is what we're doing this year, especially because the number 13 is very important. It's a sacred number of all coming together as one, all adding up. It's a beautiful initiation. While we are so boldly moving forward as pioneers. So we are magnetic beings, like I've said, and we experience the kind of reality that we attune to. So our new life is not based on events, people, and situations like maybe previously it appeared to be. It's based on soul essences. So new life is no longer experienced as you want something, you have a desire for something, then if that thing is not yet there, it doesn't appear, you don't consider yourself shifting into new. New life means aligning with soul essences. For example, like my sister of light, Kara, would say, instead of focusing on a specific thing, like you want a house or you want a partner, you focus on the soul essence. Like you wish to experience, for instance, you want to experience unconditional love, you wish to experience peace, you wish to experience, maybe you can state it overall, like you just want to be experiencing your state of grace as a being. We're all beings of grace. And that is all. The more you will be upgrading your frequency, the more you will see that all you just wish to experience is divine love. And you will know that everything that comes your way is of that divine love. You will no longer require to have specific requirements or destinations, goals, whatever. Because a lot of the people, especially in the motivational world, still speak about certain desires that are needed to be manifest, and manifest this or create that, and become aware how you can create a reality, which is all fine, but not from a ego-centered approach where you have this desire to hook, with a fishing rod. It doesn't work like this. And the new frequency, you just invite things through embodying that soul essence. So you invite them in. Like I say, you would be desiring to live in an environment that is more attuned to your vibration. So you shift from within, you feel yourself as already in this place, and you know that you are in this place. While you are in this place where you are currently, you can already experience that oneness, you can already experience that peace. And then if you're guided, then you will also shift outwardly. Because you're focusing on a soul essence, you see, you're not focusing on a certain place to provide you what you need, because all is found already within you. In source frequency, when you're sharing, when you're in constant communion with source, you are already full. You are not incomplete, you're not seeking, you're simply being and radiating out that divine love, and therefore you're also magnetizing. So also remember, one thing that is important to discuss here is we walk our journey in stages. So when you, for instance, think about wishing for a new home, let's say, well, this is part of it in my case as well, it is still coming from the old, that you kind of, like, for instance, you pick this place and you think you want to control everything, and you as a human, you wish to be in control instead of allowing the divine work and flow through you. Let go, let God is this common expression used in New Age community. And it's basically about you trusting that life flows through you as you open up to life as it is in every moment. So when you see yourself always evaluating in the now moment, can you already feel that peace and bliss and radiance, and that joy? Can you feel it now? Or are you attaching to feel that vibration when you get a certain thing, when you're going to fish for something, when you're going to attract something? Basically, in the new, we become it. We become the full expression of what we wish to experience in our reality. In the new, everything is embodied from within, and then it goes to without. For instance, if you wish to be in divine reunion with a partner who is your divine counterpart, and you feel that is to be in your example, then you don't focus on getting love externally. You don't focus on what this person can provide for you, what they can give you. Can they share home with you? Will they cohabitate with you? But you only feel yourself as one with your source, through which the love already flows through the two of you in that divine relationship, which is basically a reunion. And you just allow, and you already know you are in that reunion because you need to reach that reunion with the sacred self. That is the basis of everything. So it's always about holding the space of divine love. Oftentimes people don't understand this because a lot of the patterns that we're clearing and purifying are dealing with control, are dealing with, oh no, God, when I'm born, now I'll take over it. That's how people like to say is this, we're born, and until then everything is divinely in flow, and then we say, no, we'll take over here. I got it covered. Then throughout your life, you keep complaining why things don't go a certain way, and you try to do instead of just being, and you don't go with the flow, accepting what is, and understanding that every fragment, every piece of the puzzle serves a purpose that is so guiding you in the right direction if you only trust it. So in the new, it's like the video I've just seen, it was speaking about living in two worlds, and it's something that I've been talking about last year. If you remember, I've made a video living in two worlds. And a lot of the things that I was talking about before in preparation for like 6 months prior to now and more, I think it started somewhere in the fall, I started getting these very profound insights on what is happening and what is shifting. And I see now everything that I've been talking about, and it was like a preparation for what is to come, and this time is now. So now we must learn to work with our co-creative essence, which is magnetization, which is radiance, which is divine love, which is grace. So if we don't open up to our source and then expect to be in the new, and then expect new earth to be a place we wish to enter and we so desperately seek, and for instance, a lot of people say, oh, there's not people who match me, they can match my frequency, there's no one out there. Of course there isn't. If you're not looking, then you're overlooking everything. You have to understand that dimensions are not places, they are layers of experiences. So you can see that, like, you see the picture of an aura and it has different outlines. You're shifting from third to fourth and then to fifth and expanding. You're just opening up to what is already there. You're not doing something new. You're not inventing hot water. You are basically just shifting as you choose to do. So with understanding this, you can't just be somewhere. You just can't go with the place if you haven't learned to work with your own co-creative force, with your magnetic energy and with your static energy as well. So this is your nature. And it's very important that as Ascension pioneers and everyone who's on this journey of Ascension to realize that this is what needs to be worked on from within to without. And sometimes it feels the first symptom will be like the old world is disappearing, but it's not disappearing. It's like you no longer perceive it as such. So sometimes it might feel like this weird empty vibration. You no longer have attachments to things or the old way of living, and it might feel hollow. But this is just you getting away into moving into new frequency. So that's why at times it might feel weird, because it's unknown. And what we don't know, we oftentimes label as weird. And the thing is, we also need to understand this. I need to address this. Ascension, an ascension journey, moving into a new state of frequency and being is a choice. What is happening, I'm observing now, and Spirit is showing me, there's this huge separation happening, but it's not separation like within duality. And people say, oh, separateness is bad because it's duality, we're all one. But people don't understand oneness. You cannot just always use the oneness card without fully understanding what oneness truly means. When you understand all nature, all life, and know that creation is vast and has many levels and beings of experience, you know that as a being, you're unique. You have your own journey to explore. You have your own choices. That's the part of you being unique. Otherwise, you wouldn't be in this unique soul essence. You wouldn't be this individualized soul expression. So oftentimes what is happening now, people are parting ways with their old ways, with their old jobs, with their old habits, with their people and relationships in their life. And I'm talking to people all over the world about this, and it's happening all over. And last year, remember, I was talking about the cosmic divorce. And I remember I was being quite accused by this comment. Well, what am I talking about? Just because I'm experiencing this doesn't mean that everyone else has to. It's not a bad thing. It's a decision. We oftentimes forget that, the same thing happens when people pass over, when they go into spirit, when they basically die. When they die, when you understand concepts of souls and each moving in their own journey, choosing, they don't do it for you, they do it for them. Everything is always about us. It's not about you. It's not about, it's about them, what they choose, and it's about you, what you choose. So if we are able to understand this on this level, when people leave, when souls leave, because they just desire a different experience, it's their choice. It's what they choose for their journey, because they're individualized. This is the law of expansion and creation in its own unique way. Otherwise, all would be growing at the same time in the same way, and it's not like that. So once you come into this understanding, you also see that the same thing as above, so below, and everywhere all around, is the same thing is happening here now on Earth. People are just choosing different things, and sometimes people who are in long-term relationships for quite a while, for instance, one partner grew in their source essence and the other did not, or vice versa, or it's an old way of living, whatever it is. A lot of people are now feeling this. Many of them are making these courageous choices to walk their own source path, hearing the call back home and creating that reality which they've chosen on a soul level, which is ascension level, to go on the spiral of ascension. And they're able through their power to discern that this is their choice. And they're not attaching to other people and their choices. See, this is the wisdom that you gain through walking that door, through fear, and then gaining clarity, and then stepping in your inner power, which crystallizes into wisdom. So this is a very important part here, to understand that a lot of things are happening. I see this happening now. Or sometimes people's children are being taken away. Or, they just decide to be with the other. I've oftentimes now had even women writing to me that they had to leave their children as well, which is, kind of in this world, not so much something very known. And it's just not, it has anything to do with human concepts and beliefs anymore. Like children have to be with the mother, it has to be this way. These so many old beliefs, and like marriage. I was reading a great article from our sister Judith yesterday. She was writing about how marriage truly came to be. And basically was all for profit, and not just for profit, but to benefit from it. So the thing is, a lot of the things on this level we need to realize are, you're concluding them. On this journey of ascension, you're no longer attached to this sort of beliefs and dramas and codependencies. You just see that there is no rules aside from those you choose for yourself, for your journey. And on this level, you gain such profound clarity and neutrality that you will see that no matter what happens, it's for your good, it's for your highest growth, and this path and your soul is already choosing for you. So all you need to do is open up your soul to the guidance that it sends you continuously and constantly. You just feel it. So also, people don't know how to tune into the heart always. They know what it means to love from the heart. They understand it on a certain level, but they don't always know how to constantly remain in that frequency no matter what, to just be in that heart space. This is still an area. A lot of people need guidance on that area. And sometimes they don't trust that they can shift in the new smoothly and easily, because if you listen to the heart, there is no other way. But if you still cling on to the old beliefs, that's how you will create for yourself this reality. So if you're one of those people, and I think all of us are, because we've all left the old lives behind to jump into the divine task that is lying here in front of us, know that it's just how it is, and it's neutral. It's not connected. It's to you in an attached way. It's nothing personal. It's nothing like people say, oh, God chooses so, or God takes people away, when they die. It's every soul's choice. And we have to respect that, because when you come from a place of true wisdom, you understand how creation operates, and you understand the growth process of each and every soul and their free will to choose. So you no longer desire to force anyone or anything or things to happen. You simply radiate out. You just become your best embodiment. You only strive to allow divine love to flow through you, understanding that you're a vessel, and you also do take care of your human vessel, because you know that without this vessel, you're not bringing it forth and not experiencing. This is the extension through which you can experience. And also know now we're shifting in this perception that it's not just people that we receive love from. It's the nature, it's the animals, it's the subtle things, it's spirit, it's pure source. So when we are able to shift into that, you will only create your new life from these perceptions, and you will melt into oneness. You'll be able to melt into oneness with every single thing. And sometimes people still believe that it's duality when you walk away from something, but it's not. Oneness means understanding also individuality, understanding the choice of every single fraction of creation, and then flowing with it and choosing you, because you are the only one who feels source running through you. You can't feel for others, you feel for yourself. But at the same time, there's also others. And when you'll be able to shift perception from within to without, you will see that there's others like you. Everything can melt into oneness with you if you just allow it. So this is the principle of this magnetization, of understanding our true nature, how we create, how we co-create, and how we exist with those who also choose the same, and not focus on those who do not. So with pure awareness and with love in my heart, until next time, you can find more on my webpage, on Ascension Pioneer's webpage. And I'll talk to you soon, guys. Have a beautiful time. Bye.